Good morning, everyone. Alex Hart here. Welcome back to iHeart Sports. Today, we're going to be going over the April 9th baseball games. There was 9 of them, and yeah, it was a exciting Friday for some baseball starting beginning of the day. It's a little strange because usually on Fridays I'm used to games starting right at 4, all 30 teams playing, but that doesn't seem to be the case these days, at least for the start of this season. But yeah, let's jump into it. The first game we're going to be talking about is going to be the Yankees and the Tampa Bay Rays. 10 for the Rays, 5 for the Yankees. The Yankees actually got out to a pretty good lead here, 4-2, and it was a lot of offense right at the beginning. It was close in the first 3 innings, and then the wheels just fell off for the Yankees. Home run wise, Aaron Hicks hit 1 in the 3rd. LeMahieu hit 1 in the 8th. Adames. No, I'm pronouncing that wrong. I remember hearing it on the broadcast, but he hit his first this season as well in this one for the Tampa Bay Rays. But most of this was just a bunch of hits for the Rays. They put up 13 hits, and that's a lot of runs just coming off 13 hits. So they had a good little bit there. Rich Hill gets the win. Corey Kluber gets a loss, still searching for his first win, and there's got to be some concern with Corey Kluber so far. He went 2 innings this time, 3 earned runs. Wasn't an injury or anything like that, but he just struggled and couldn't get out of it. And then after that, they brought in Nelson, who also struggled. So a little bit of something to worry about. Rich Hill, he went 6 innings, 7 Ks, and really the 4 earned runs he got were off that home run. And I don't know, they really should have got out of that 1 inning, in my opinion. So his numbers are definitely much better than they appeared. Overall, those 7 earned runs on the season, so something to watch out for. I know he's an older gentleman, but the Rays are now 3-4, and so are the Yankees. So the Yankees definitely struggling, and their pitching has not been able to get the job done, other than Garrett Cole, really. And their offense, it's been great, but they're not winning off of it, at least right now. It doesn't look, yeah. They're definitely missing Aaron Judge right now. That's for sure. Moving along, Dodgers 1, Nationals 0. This game was pretty good. Justin Turner put his team on his back, hit the only home run of the game, only run of the game. And at that point, when he hit the home run, he had his 3rd hit, and his team was 0 for 16 behind him when that happened. Pollock does end up getting the only other hit for the Dodgers. This was just a pitcher's duel all around. 8 hits for the Nationals. They did have one sort of on 3rd at one point, and that didn't get through. Joey Ross, 5 innings pitched, 4 Ks. Buehler on the other side, 6 innings pitched, 4 Ks. And then they just bring in their solid bullpen and they shut the door. Nationals got no runs. Dodgers, they show you how they can win. They win with their crazy offense, and they also win with their amazing pitching. They're the Dodgers, though, right? So, moving on, Giants 3, Rockies 1. Giants, late inning. This was another one of those games, 0-0, going in, pitcher's duel. It's first game opening in San Fran this season. Owings, it's a triple. There's no home runs at all. Buster Posey continues to play pretty well. He had 2 hits on the night, and on the other side, only 4 hits for the Giants. But we'll just highlight here. Cueto is 1 out away from a complete game. He would have been the second guy in the season to get a complete game. 7 Ks, 1 earned run. Just pitching amazing. We're very happy Cueto's doing it all right now. Gomber on the other side, 0-2 now, 6 innings pitched, 2 earned runs. He's 0-2, but 289. So if there's a common trend right now that a lot of the ERAs seem to be up, at least to me. I don't know what that's all about. Maybe it's just the past couple I've looked at, but being 0-2 with that ERA doesn't seem very, very likely, at least from what I've been looking at. But that's a big win for the Giants, and they're now above 500. Moving on, 7 for the Angels. Blue Jays 1. The Angels are looking good. Let me tell you, this one was Ohtani Day. He went 2 hits, 4 RBIs, batting 300, 100 OPS. Trout as well. He's 429. So Trout's off to a great start, and Walsh. So this 2 hits, right in the center of their lineup. On the other side, Jays only had 5 hits. There's a couple guys missing from the Jays lineup. Teoscar Hernandez had a COVID interaction. And then there's a couple guys who just had vaccines that I guess weren't feeling good. Ohtani, third home run of the season. He also hit a double, but let's be honest, if you watch the game, that double was like this close from a home run. So he almost had 2 home runs in this game. Ohtani is master. I'm excited to see what his second star looks like. See if he still has the 100 stuff going on. Jays kind of did their setup where this is the spot that is supposed to be Robbie Ray's in the rotation, so they went with Phelps. Zook, it's kind of like the old Tampa Bay style. Heaney on the other side, 6 innings pitched, 9 Ks. So definitely Jays seem to be having some sort of strikeout problem because that's a lot of strikeouts a few games in a row. Cleveland 4, Tigers 1. 3 runs in the first for Indians, and they didn't look back. Tigers didn't really have much offense at all. 4 hits. 2 home runs for Rael Reyes today for the Indians. One of them in the first off Derek Holland. This was supposed to be Tehran's start, but he stepped out, so they had to go for what it looked like a bunch of starters. 2.2 for Holland, 1.1 for Farmer, and then Fulmer came in for 4 at the end. Cleveland's pitching continues to be dominant. Plesac, 7 inning pitch, 6 Ks, no earned runs, so that's a dominant start for him. And they finally close the door. They get a lead on Detroit, and they close the door, and they're back to 500. I'm not talking about them having struggles, but we'll see what they're like when they start playing some better teams. Right now, they haven't been in real tests, but their pitching's getting it done, and that's what Cleveland's all about. Braves 8, Phillies 1. This one, Phillies were up 1-0, and going into the bottom of the 5th, you were starting to be concerned, like me, about the Braves offense and their team all had, but we all knew they wouldn't sleep forever. One interesting thing here, Zach Wheeler was pitching all right, and then Joe Madden accidentally pulled him out of the game. He went to do a second mound visit, which is a no-no. Joe should know. He was forced to pull him out, but Wheeler had already taken some damage there. Acuna hit his 3rd home run of the season. Adriaza hit his first home run, and Freeman hit his 2nd home run of the season. So the long ball started to come, but they also started just racking up hits. Acuna had 4 hits, 2 RBIs in a run, and then the rest just knocking a couple of nails. So this is an Acuna night. Really got the job done. On the other side, not a whole lot. Six hits all around. Real Muto had 2, was probably the highlight of that, but they got the door shut on them. Charlie Morton bounced back from his first start of the season, 6 innings pitched, 1 earned run, 7 Ks, so that's very exciting. On the other side, Wheeler regressed from his first start of the season with 4.2, again, pulled by accident, 3 earned runs. I think a couple of those earned runs weren't even him. It's after he got pulled, so if I remember correctly. But yeah, Braves back on track. Phillies maybe possibly put in their place on this one. And this one's probably the highlight of the night. If you haven't heard, Joe Musgrove, kid that's from San Diego, goes to San Diego, pitches the first no-hitter in San Diego history, which is an amazing feat on its own, but the first for San Diego. Been around for a long time, so that's awesome that it's a kid from the town that comes back, pitches that no-hitter. So let's scroll down there. 9 innings pitched, 10 Ks, nothing across the board. So props to Joe Musgrove. On the other side, Arira Hara, 4 innings pitched, 2 earned runs. A bunch of bullpen is kind of their solid bullpen, and honestly, they did good. 3-0, like nothing to be mad about. I'm not going to talk about the offense on Texas or much, but Will Myers hits a double. Runs came early, and then it was pretty boring game, unless you like pitching. So Musgrove gets it done for them. That's awesome. Congrats, Musgrove. Next up, Oakland finally gets them. They finally get the Astros. 6-2. Big home run in this one. Lowry in the 4th hits one off Lance McCullers. Lance McCullers been dealing all season. Definitely against these guys. Olsen hits one in the 8th, a 3-run bomb. So that puts them up 4-1 finally. And then in the 9th, they put in a couple extra just in case, because The A's needed it. They're now 2-7, so the A's they're happy. They finally pulled one out over their rival Astros here, who have been dominating them all season. Chaminade went 6, 4 Ks, 1 earned run, so that's good. Lance McCullers went 5, 1 earned run as well, 6 Ks. Like he's been good. So this wasn't starting pitchers. This was about the bullpen for the Astros, and it just did not work today. Abreu get first loss, 2.1 innings. They brought him in for 1 earned run only. He did all right. Like he only gave up 1 hit. It was a home run. So off a walk. So there's just showing you walks kill you, extra runs. Couldn't have been off a walk. It's weird, but must have been hit by pitch or something. I don't know. If you've seen it, let me know. Last game, Reds 6, Diamondbacks 5. I honestly turned this off halfway through the game. I didn't realize it became this close. Reds were dominating and pretty much put up. I guess I got to remember that sometimes this Reds bullpen is questionable. But let's look at how the pitching went. Tyler Mahle only went 4 innings, 6 innings pitched. No hits, but a few walks, and he did pitch 92 pitches. So over 4 innings, they really put him to work. So they were in the Reds bullpen early. Widener getting his second start of the season after a great first one, 3 earned runs. A little more on what's expected, I think, over 5. Then we look at the bullpen here for Cincinnati. Where's Bedrosian really had a big struggle here. 3 runs over 0.2. Then Sims again, he had a blown save. 2 earned runs. And then on the other side, it looks like young Addis, their last guy, comes in and kind of they give him the loss. So not an earned run though. So I'd have to go back and see what happened. Maybe our Reds fan that watches this can let us know how that one ended. Oh, it's an extras, so that's why not earned run. Never mind, you don't need to let me know. Went to extras after 5 runs late in this game. Tyler Naquin hits his 5th home run of the season, now leading the majors in home runs. Congrats to him. Eduardo Escobar hits his 2nd of the whole season for the D-backs, and the offense continues to be rolling for Cincinnati. 3 hits for Winker, 2 for Castellanos. Their batting averages are all very high, so you would suspect eventually it comes back to normal, but enjoy it while it lasts. Naquin also gets stolen base. Very good games. That's Friday. What was it? 9 games. Bunch of no-hitter. Extra inning game. And Oakland's back on track. Shutout game. Almost a complete game. Like a lot of good stuff for a short slate. Thanks for watching, everyone. We're going to be rolling with these all season long, so if you'd like just a quick snippet of how the season or how the day went and just kind of how it goes all together along the way, let me know, and I'm going to enjoy that like button, smash that subscription button. I'm stealing that from everyone else, but thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys for the next video.